Good afternoon and welcome to a bonus edition of the Mark Mosey Show podcast here on a Thursday. We had to get this guy on, and if you're just listening to this, you can't see this retro jersey he is wearing right now. He is my great friend Chase Bunker up there in Jacksonville, but he's not in Jacksonville. Oh, no. He's there in Tampa, Florida, getting ready for a game that's going to kick off here in about 4 hours. Yes, Boise State and the University of South Florida. Chase, how you doing today?
Mark, it's a day that I've been looking forward to since the announcement of Boise State coming to the state of Florida, because let's be honest, when you are a Boise State fan, they just don't come to Florida often. And so when I heard the announcement, this is a day that has been marked on my calendar for at least 3 years, and it's finally here. So I am great. How are you, Mark?
Wait, didn't they play at UCF? And wasn't that the game that lasted like 5 hours from rain delay?
Okay, so there's a funny story about that. So yes, they did come to UCF, and I had that date circled as well. And so it was also another day I was highly anticipating. So I went to that game. I just started in Jacksonville, and I was working mornings. So for context, if you work mornings, you usually have to be there at about 3 a.m. So I did the mental gymnastics in my head of, all right, I'm going to go to the game. The game starts I think the game started at 6 that day. Yeah. Get out at about 9:30. I'll be home at 11:30. And yeah, I'm going to have a really rough next day, but it's going to be fun. Then it got rain delayed and it got pushed back to 9. And then I called and I said, all right, I got to take PTO. I can't do this. I thought I could. Game started at 9. Didn't end up getting home to a friend's place where I stayed the night that lived about a mile away until 1:30. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I took that PTO because, yeah, it got pushed back. I was wearing both a Mr. Unite jersey that there's only one of, and it's me because I used to work for UCF, and I also had a Boise State shirt on. So when Boise State scored, take off the jersey, put on the shirt, yeah! And then when UCF scored, put back on the jersey, and then, yeah!
Wow.
I played both sides.
Didn't you also, you took the PTO, and did you also take the L because UCF won that game? Didn't that happen?
I also took the W because UCF won that game. So that was a fight for Chase's love. And you know what? UCF loved me just a little bit more that day. It was also when I realized that Andy Avalos and I forget the offensive coordinator's name, frustrated me to no end because I realized, they're going to be brutally incompetent because Khalil Shakir was the best athlete on the field. And for the first half, he was running all over the place. And then decided, you know what we're not going to do? Give the ball to Khalil Shakir. And it was the most frustrating thing to watch.
All right. So Chase does a great job as a news anchor and reporter. And he covers sports. He does it all up there in Jacksonville. And yes, he did live in Brevard County for a long time as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's got roots here.
Yes.
Is that a Kellen Moore jersey?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Isn't he the coach? Isn't he now the coach of the New Orleans Saints? Isn't that true?
Yes, unfortunately it is. And what was funny is I was talking with someone, for context, by the way, I'm a massive Buccaneers fan. And of the teams that I hate, the Saints are like number one with a bullet next to the entire city of Boston. And they were asking me, you're a Boise State fan. You must be rooting for the Saints. No, you're
not. How long have you had this jersey? Because it looks vintage now. How long?
I think I've had it since 2012. I think we found it at a TJ Maxx in Oviedo in 2012. My roommate sent me a photo, and I said, buy that immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the cost.
And you're going to wear it in 2025 at the home of the Buccaneers. You are. All right. So the question is, since you're from Florida, why are you a Boise State fan of all the teams? Why? Because you like an underdog? You're seduced by Idaho? What is it exactly?
I love this question because I always get to reminisce about this moment. So the year was 2007. I said I want to get into college football. I was also like a contrarian back then because I was still in high school. And so like I didn't want to do like, oh, I'm a Florida State or I'm a Florida Gator fan. I didn't want to be one of those people. And so I wanted to be different. And the game that I watched was Boise State, Oklahoma.
Oh my
and
God. That's the Statue of Liberty, all that. That's why you're the fan.
The hook and ladder, the tight end pass on the 2-point, the tight end pass to get to the 2-point conversion of the Statue of Liberty play. That was as soon as I saw that, like, okay, they're a little bit, out there, a little bit different. That's my team. And I chose them ever since.
And that's why you're going today.
Yes.
Is this going to be the second time you're going to see them play?
Yes. Second time, again, as an away team, I need to make a trip up to Boise at some point to see the actual blue field itself.
See, you know what's funny? My brain's thinking you're going to a bowl game because you're going to an NFL stadium. So, so I'm thinking, I was about to ask you the question. All right, are you going to get one of those like bowl game T-shirts where Boise say, but it's not a bowl game.
No, it's not. I mean, it feels like it because it's, again, like USF doesn't have a home stadium, which, by the way, is all. When that UCF-USF rivalry was always like, oh, you have a really bad stadium. It's like, we have a stadium. You're literally renting from the Buccaneers. And so I always thought that was funny.
So you go into the game. You're excited. It's 5:30 with the kickoff. I like this, by the way. I think all games on Thursday should start at 5:30. I know I'm turning an old man. All right, 5:30. Maybe you're done by 8:30.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Okay. All right. So who's going to this game tonight at the stadium?
It's going to be me and my wife, who I was like, hey, do you want to go? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, tickets are cheap. All right. Yeah, sure. I'll go.
Taking off work, going to the game.
Yeah.
It's a big night for you. And you're looking to get the dub as well. Like the Jameis Winston, biting those dubs. That's what you're getting, right?
I'm contemplating if Boise wins and people start leaving to just like start doing that, like, as they leave as well. I don't know if I should do like the wave by or if I should do like the dub eating. I'm trying to think of like what's the better, like, cause I know I'm gonna get booed into oblivion, and that's okay. Like I'll play it like wrestling heel, like horns down all the time and all that.
Wait. Are your seats in a section with other fans who root for the same team or no?
I don't know, because here's the thing. I called Boise State and I said, where is the seating section for the Boise State fans? I don't want to sit with these plebs. Those were my actual words. And she goes, I don't blame you. We don't know right now. And it was one of those, like, I could wait and maybe it gets sold out, or I could just take a gamble. And so we just took a gamble.
Here's what I like. At Jacksonville, Florida, there's a phone call from Jacksonville to Boise, Idaho. Hey, where are you guys sitting? I'll be there. That's what I like with it.
Well, they should get used to my number by now, because I'm not kidding when I say this. I called them a lot last season during the Ashton Genty run, because Ashton Genty is from Jacksonville. And so I kept calling them, trying to set up something, and they just wouldn't do it until I just randomly got an email that just said, hey, we're doing a string of interviews. Do you want to do it? And then so I'm like, why couldn't I just get a phone call? Like,
so you
whatever.
didn't do the Genty interview.
I did do the Genty interview. I was a part of a press gaggle for it. And so that was fun. And I would have preferred more one-on-one time, but luckily it was a very generous press gaggle where we got to ask multiple questions all throughout the day.
No. Don't they know who you are? You're the man that interviewed William Shatner when you were not allowed to ask him any questions about his movie or TV career, like me. How dare they mess with you? You should get the one-on-one.
That's still a weird interview. You and I will still bring that up every once in a while. Like, it was a fun interview, but it was also like, man, the hoops that we had to go through for that.
One time I had to interview Tim Wakefield. Rest in peace. Great guy. He's like, I don't want to talk baseball. So that got me ready. So I went 15 minutes with Tim Wakefield, did not talk baseball. That got me mentally prepared to talk to William Shatner, where I couldn't talk about his movies. That's literally. So whatever you want to bring. Hey, Anything, jabronis, you want to bring to the table? Jason and I are ready. We're ready.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Next, it'll be the new Pope. He's open for interviews. You can't ask him about religion.
Can't talk about Catholicism with him.
That's all right.
But you can talk about anything else with the new Pope.
Or how he's not from Chicago. Like, can't bring up anything from Chicago, Mark. Can't bring up Catholicism. Go for it. You can interview the Pope. Let's see what you got. Okay. We'll bring up Welcome to Rockville with the Pope.
So what's your walk-up song going to be if you're a baseball fan, Pope? Is it Hallowed Be Thy Name by Iron Maiden?
That's his name, by the way. Just call him Pope. That's it.
The irony will be like he's actually a big fan of the metal band Dying Fetus, and so that would be his walk-up song.
Oh, the irony. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you that question. I know you're getting ready for the game.
Mm-hmm.
It was announced late last week. Welcome to Rockville. It's coming back for another 10 years. I even found the logo for 26. I'm going to present this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is the logo. I will say this. I love Welcome to Rockville. If you showed this to a random person on the street, they would have what is this? You think WIR? Is it WTR? Is there a car? What is this exactly?
It looks like WTB, like what the buck. Like that's what it is. Like, because that car like covers most of the R and it just looks like it continues. What like and of course for the audio audience, like I flinched when I saw that of just like
it's WTR, and then there's an old school, looks like a 1980s Chevy NASCAR type vehicle. That's what it is. That is, I searched that just for you to bring this up. This is the logo for next year. Okay. I love Rockville. I'm a little confused by this. So I'm going to take it off.
Better than Cracker Barrel, I'll tell you that.
You're absolutely right.
Like,
yes, sir. All right. Are you excited that Welcome to Rockville will be in this area for the next decade?
Yeah, I'm excited because I feel like that's one of the few areas to fit the infrastructure for it. Because as selfishly, I wanted it to go back to Jacksonville. I know that there was a big push from a bunch of people to bring it back to Jacksonville because, for those who don't know, it originated in Jacksonville. The problem is Jacksonville doesn't have the ability to host it, at least not right now. They're working on improving the downtown area, and hopefully with that will come like bigger venues and so on. But right now they don't have that capability. I don't know of any other place that they could have hold a concert of that magnitude. And so I think it's a really good venue for something that size. I hope that they do something to improve the cooling there. So hopefully they bring back like the AstroTurf tarps or the AstroTurf, grass on the track to help make it a little bit cooler for some of those stages on the track. But it's only an hour drive for me. I think it's an hour drive for people in Orlando. It's about an hour for you. Like for central people, it's a really good location.
And the thing with Chase is he goes like 3 or 4 days in a row. He is a gamer. Here's what we need to have. My only complaint, and it's not the actual festival, it's the city of Daytona. Get more hotels that are affordable. Make it so you could stay. Even if the like surrounding towns around Daytona, dude, go look at it right now. And it'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I want $300 or $400 a night.
Yeah,
what?
No, thank you.
Like, no, I'll drive back and forth.
Another one that I get frustrated with is somehow like how they deal with traffic because of the fact that like they'll just straight up just close streets, or like you can't turn left in it, but if you go straight and then you U-turn, then you could turn right onto it. It's like, why even close it? Like you can still like guide people.
And my other thing, the headliners should not be going on at 10:30 at night. I'm sorry. I know, Mark, you're lame. No. People bought those tickets to see that's why they're called a headliner. They bought the tickets to see those bands. They should not. I'm sorry. I get it. You're trying to get as many bands as possible in there. Like, I think Linkin Park started about 10:30 at night and went multiple hours. It's too much after a while, especially when you're in that heat all day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I'm excited. I'm excited this fall, Chase.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably find out, what would you say, October, November or so, when we'll find out who the bands are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready.
I think so. Like I remember, I believe it was like October or November when we found out, and we were just like, all right, we got to talk about this now.
Yes.
Like we got to get this. We got to get this episode out.
Will you wear your Boise State jersey you're wearing right now to Rockville next year, even though it'll be 100 degrees?
No. I
Okay.
have a weird thing when it comes to jerseys where it's like I won't put them like people who wear them like casually. Like no, I won't do that. Like I'll wear them like in my home, or I'll like wear them at like a draft. And like that's about it. Like I get really protective of this. And it's like, yeah, this is about 10 years old, but like I don't want this to get dirty.
He's getting ready. So let's do your picks real quick. I'm gonna bring this up. Okay. All right, here we go. These are my high-tech graphics that Mark Moses has been working on behind the scenes with chalkboard. All right.
High quality.
So Boise State is ranked. Games at 5:30. Boise State by 55 points. What's your pick?
I think it's going to be Boise State 72, USF -3.
All right, that's his pick.
To go back to like an old SNL skit, the old Chicagoans skit.
The super fans. That's
the super fans. Yes. But realistically, yeah, I think Boise State's going to win this. Like, yeah, Byron Brooks is a really good quarterback. But I think Boise State is still just a really good, but it's just good all around. I think Boise State by 20.
I like, we're here at Chase Bunker. AI told me that South Florida will lose their first 3 games of the year against Boise State, Florida, and Miami, then win a bunch of games and finish 8-4. So I'm going with AI as my backup for this. UCF, they are favored by a lot tonight. Jacksonville State's one of these teams where, hey, they're upset city. They've done it before.
Mm-hmm.
I think UCF's going to win by at least 17. How about you?
Yeah, I think, the Scott Frost era part 2, I think it's going to start off with a bang again. I think it's going to be UCF by double digits.
All right, he's going with that. Chase, Saturday, big game. Bama against Florida State. There in Tallahassee, 3:30 with the kick. What do you think?
I'm still going with Alabama, and Alabama's still a really good team. I don't have much in terms of hope when it comes to FSU, at least not right now. I mean, you got Gus Malzahn now operating that offense, which was, again, a very weak UCF offense. I hope you like jet sweep, Seminole fans, because get used to it. And then it's going to be constipated as all hell, Bama.
Constipated as all hell. He's taking Bama, so am I. Gators are going to win. Just stop. I didn't even know Long Island University was a school, let alone you would think like, okay, they make the NCAA March Madness tournament as a 16 seed in basketball. I could see it. Football, no. Gators.
I thought that was Hofstra. I thought Hofstra was the Long Island University because everybody that I know from like Long Island is like associated with Hofstra. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess they all just migrate there whenever they turn 18.
And they're the Sharks. That's what they are. Let's end with this. Notre Dame, 6th in the country. Miami's 10th in the country. They're at home. Carson Beck, your thoughts? Who's going to win?
Notre Dame. I don't trust anything with Miami, especially that they lost Cam Ward. We saw how they were in the bowl game. They weren't really as good without Cam Ward. I don't know what to expect with Miami. Therefore, I'm just going to kind of go with Notre Dame. And there's a possibility that they could just absolutely just outshine and just be like this fantastic team. I'm just royally wrong, but I think right now you have to go with Notre Dame.
All right, I'm going against you. I'm going to take Miami in a slugfest. I think they're going to win by a field goal. I will take the Hurricanes. Yeah, we should do a thing over unders, you and me, where it's over under. Can you talk to William Shatner for more than 8 minutes without asking him about anything with his career?
I would have, if you would have told me that before the interview, I would have definitely taken the under. And I'm surprised that you and I both got 15 minutes out of that.
Tell me, like, moving forward, give me a heads up on some big celebrity interview you're going to do moving forward, and we'll do over under. How long can you talk with this person? That's
okay.
Yeah,
I can tell you this right now. I'm going to put you on the spot. So I have a Chris Kirkpatrick interview that's coming out on Saturday,
From the
and
Backstreet Boys or NSYNC?
NSYNC. Yes, from NSYNC. And so I have that, and I have Al Pitrelli from Trans-Siberian Orchestra coming up
Oh yeah.
in 2 weeks.
Okay.
As I'm talking to him again.
I think I interviewed him years ago. I'm taking the over. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, that guy could talk. Taking the over. What are you, the Backstreet? No, I'm sorry.
NSYNC.
Why is he coming on? Can I get that hint? Like, why?
Promoting a concert in late September.
For him? It's
him, and it's like the ultimate like TRL 2000s boy band concert.
Right.
So
it's Joey Fatone there.
No. I tried to get him on because he was doing a thing with AJ McLean to the Backstreet Boys, and they're like, "Oh, we can only do AJ." I'm like, "All right, that's fine, whatever."
All right. So who's going to be there?
It's going to be Chris Kirkpatrick. It's going to be Ryan Cabrera, LFO, BB Mac, and O-Town.
Oh, snap. The women over 40 are going to be losing their minds at this. Dude, I saw a thing today that the Backstreet Boys, who have that residency at the Sphere in Vegas, and I know multiple men where their wives have gone on trips so far, they're making $4 million a show. $4 million. I want it that way. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over under. I'm gonna say you already did it. I'm gonna say you went 8 minutes with him. You were pulling teeth and you got it out of him.
So we went 9:30. I was only allowed 10 minutes. And so because normally when I prep for the interviews for context, they're usually about 15 minutes. I get about 4 questions, and I do like a 10 question segment that's similar to what James Lipton used to do. So I was like, all right, I'll do 3 because I only have 10 minutes. I want to get my segment in. After the third one, we're already done, and it was like, okay, we're 3 minutes in. I'm like, crap. And I'm not going to throw away my time with Chris Kirkpatrick. And so I'm like, do you think that Bye 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 is the best song of the 2000s like I do?
I have to hear this conversation. I just want to hear that part where the 3-minute mark happens and I can hear it in your voice that you've like, uh-oh, here we go.
I want you, like, I wonder if I know I kind of tainted the jury, but I wonder if you can hear that. And I want you to tell me if you hear that.
There is, because I bet there's like a pause in the audio. There's some silence where you're thinking, what am I supposed to?
I will say there's not a moment where you just hear me go, oh. But there is, I feel like there was a moment of like slight panic where I have to like, I got to figure out something.
I imagine, okay, there's that 2 seconds, but in your head, you're like, come on, Chase. You talked to William Shatner when we couldn't ask him. Let's do this. And then you kind of started swearing in your head, like, come on, you SOB. He's just an NSYNC person. Let's do it. So what do you think of the Jaguars who possibly could be playing? And what about that local sports team? Okay. Was Brittany really crazy? Like, I imagine. Okay. Is this posted, this conversation?
It's already been recorded. It goes live on Saturday.
I like it with the tease. This guy's going to have fun later tonight there at Raymond James Stadium. That's right. It's still called that. He's going to be there for Boise State, South Florida. Horns down, it appears. All right, man. Thanks for coming on, and I hope I can get you on again. We'll recap stuff. All right?
All right. Thanks for having me on, Mark.